What is up, my kings, my queens, my royals in between? I'm Lord Rosnell, and this is Kaizo Ironmon Fire Red. Sort of. If you missed the last two episodes, this is Lord's Ironmon. And with Lord's Ironmon, there's no restrictions to the Pokemon, the moves, or their abilities. I pre-recorded my handful of runs. I've done up to 200 so far. This is like, I think 140-ish to like probably, I would imagine like 170-ish, because I got one more episode. And I've split everything up, so everything should be about a half hour or so. But if you end up enjoying the content, definitely drop a like and a sub. It'll let me know I'm doing a good job. It'll let the algorithm know I'm doing a good job. And especially let me know down in the comments down below if you end up enjoying this kind of format we got going on here. Because I'm not 100% sure how much I like it. It's like, I think it's kind of interesting. I don't know if it necessarily really works out. If you don't happen to know what Kaizo Ironmon is, first of all, I do have the link down in the doobly-doo to the overall rule set so you can get an idea of what it's all about. But long story short, it's pretty much just a Nuzlocke on steroids where you can only use one Pokemon and everything's randomized. The Pokemon, their stats, they keep their base stats, but those are all randomized. They get to keep their typing, and I believe it's only the gym leaders get smart AI. Maybe the rival, but like and a handful of things are banned. Like I said, certain Pokemon are banned, certain moves, certain abilities, and this, that, and the other thing. But it gets into a little bit more detail in the actual rule set if you really want to know. And if you don't want to actually look at that, just let me know in the comments down below whatever questions you have, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. Other than that, sit back, relax, enjoy the ride with us. In these runs that you're going to be seeing, that we're going to be talking over, anything that pretty much we are going to watch, it's either gonna be a run that we actually get to Brock, which honestly, if you've seen any Kaizo Ironmon, you know that's a pretty big deal, being able to make it to Brock. And then obviously if you can somehow get past him, even better. Other than that, anytime we see what would be normally a banned Pokemon, so anything that has a base stat above 600 or a legendary, because there are some legendaries that don't actually break 600, those are all generally banned, but not in Lord's Ironmon, not in this Ironmon. Other than that, one thing you will notice is like at the very beginning when we're choosing our starter Pokemon, you'll see it like at the very bottom of like the little bit down here, we have 3 sprites, and those are like my favorite Pokemon, and I have those picked so, because normally what you would do is you would randomly choose a ball before like actually seeing what they are. But if one of them ends up being like one of your favorites, you can supersede that rule and pick it. That's also another thing that I'm not doing in Lord's Ironmon. You just pick what you think's going to be best. I have Poliwhirl there, not because Poliwhirl's particularly good at this, but because Poliwhirl's my favorite. He's my boy. Scizor is also probably my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon overall, but it is genuinely like a good Pokemon for Kaizo Ironmon. Yeah, sure, 4 times weak to fire, scary, but like you pick up a Dragonite, it's 4 times weak to ice. Ooh, so 4 times weakness don't mean too much to me personally. Other than that, my other favorite is Snorlax, because Snorlax the thick boy, and by thick boy I mean generally thick. So, and this is what kills us, a fucking Perish Song. We have an absolutely goated Scizor, and because of Perish Song and the fact that he put us to sleep, like the combination of Perish Song and Lovely Kiss here is the only reason why we lost. If it didn't have that combo, even if it had Perish Song, we would have realistically went through, because I think that Sunkern was its very last Pokemon and we one-shot that. That Scizor was absolutely stacked, and we would have went on an absolute clinic run with that Scizor, and I'm mad about it. But one thing I will say that you should probably generally pick up on watching through this, if you're generally curious, about like how a legendary Pokemon or a Pokemon with the base stat of 600 or higher might break the game. The answer that I have found so far is not really. Just not really. Like you generally would assume they would have better stats and they would like be able to just kind of walk over things. No, I mean, it might just be me and my luck with RNG, but yeah, no, it doesn't really work out that way for me for some reason. I think it's mostly because the combination of where the stats tend to fall and the moves that I get, they don't necessarily line up. Like this Reggie Ice here, its attack and special attack are both single digits. That's not good. That's a very much not good. And literally the only reason why we got lucky here is because the Fury Swipes hit the majority of the hits that they needed to go. Now, I will say I normally am not very lucky with 5-hit moves. More often than not, those things only hit 2 times, which is not fun. Not fun at all. Not fun at all. But yeah. This in definitely previous runs, there have been times where I'm like, okay, I need to try and pivot, and I think like for the most part, as we go further into this, you'll see me go, you know what, screw it, I don't want to pivot, I'm gonna just run the banned Pokemon because that's the whole point of this. But as you can tell, I want to pivot this Regice mainly because I already know that with 9 attack and 9 special attack, this Regice probably ain't going anywhere. Probably ain't really gonna do much with that. Don't mind me. I got my puppy in here with me. She's just rolling around on the floor. Also, there's a chance I might have to take her out. Speaking of, all right, you know what? Let's test something. Let's test something. This is 3 episodes in. Whether this is the first time you're here or not, who knows? But I've noticed that a lot of the times people don't tend to not watch super far in, which but we'll test this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just keep this running. I'm gonna keep this recording. I'll be back whenever I'm done taking the puppy out. So let me know in the comments down below what time you think I'll be back. People will be confused by it if they don't watch it, and maybe they'll take the time to watch it. But we'll see. Who knows? Let's find out together. If I had to guess, we're about 8 minutes in. It's probably gonna take at least 5 minutes. So about 13. I'll be back at 13ish. 13ish, that's my guess. Okay, so what did I miss, guys? Also, sorry that took a little bit longer. It turned into take out the puppy, then it also turned into talk to the spouse. So, you know how it is. You know how it goes. But yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Oh, also, I just now realized that I accidentally bumped the thing. Oh, wow, does it really always have that? Why in the world does a full screen video player still have the minimize, the window changer and the close? Like, why in the world does it still have that there? I just now noticed that. That's a little annoying. Do I want to move my camera up enough so that that doesn't show up? Nah, fuck it, who cares? No one's gonna really notice or care realistically, right? Right? It's like, also, I'm sorry that if you this is the one that you guys actually like started with, and this is like the full video that you're gonna take the time to watch. Normally, I'm not this like laissez-faire about this. I'm usually a little bit more about it, but you know, sometimes you just got to test some stuff. Sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? I want to know if people are actually paying attention or not. How many people are actually, you know, going to be paying attention and looking at things? It's like, it'd be nice to know. It's one of those things like it'd be nice to know. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, I vaguely remember this run. This is where I had the genius idea because of having a high attack cloister and having return to go visit the one dude that just bumps your friendship up to max. So it's like instantly just super powerful move that you just run through and just like return on everybody and just wreck at things. Like, I think we make it to Brock on, well, I mean, obviously we have to make it to Brock on this because that's how this is all formatted. It's, we don't keep the run in unless we either A, make it to Brock, or B, it has a banned Pokemon. That's it. So we have to make it to at least the gym in this, so only thing I can imagine, because really another ad? What is this nonsense? Like, are ads in live videos like a thing now? Like, did YouTube just change something recently? Because this is honestly a little ridiculous, if you ask me. Little ridiculous. Definitely, like, with effects board, that's really nice. I wish special attack was a bit lower, so that way it could go somewhere else. But again, it's one of those things where like things are like even across the board enough where things are actually pretty okay. It's just where do things go wrong? Because like unless we run to like what, a rock or a steel, I think it's the soul rock. Oh, we got lucky. We got saved with the return. As the Chikorita with Spark, lame. Definitely, if we didn't have to deal with that Soul Rock with the Seismic Toss, we probably would have been okay. I mean, and by okay, I mean we at least wouldn't have taken as much damage. The big problem at the end of the day still would have 100% been the Chikorita using Spark. Ooh, a Drizzle for Ralligator. That feels like something I would really look into getting. What is the second? That was me checking for if I happen to have gotten a Repel. 100%. That's exactly what that was. I'm like, I need to find out if I can get this level 8. Yeah, you see level 8 Wailord, and you just go, nah. I'm gonna swap here. Okay, it's like if it'll let me. I think that was the last of all too. All right, so fingers crossed that the Wailord is actually decent. And the Wailord is okay. The problem is it's all special attack, but it's not it's like it doesn't have it's all special attack moves, but it doesn't have the right stat. Like, you flip-flop special attack and attack, and I probably would have been like, okay, I'm going with this. It also doesn't help that overheat and blast burn are one, only 5 PP apiece, and 2, overheat just absolutely kills off your special attack, and it's like you kind of just have to use it to get through like one last thing or two. So realistically here, again, Wailord not in the best spot, and you can't trust Ice Ball to ramp up in time, especially with the low special attack. You give it a higher special attack, like you probably move something around and like get like the special attack higher overall, however you want to do it. Maybe you go, okay, maybe we can make this work. We eventually get rid of overheat because it's just meh. But I don't know. Oh right, we ran into the Feraligatr in here as well, so I didn't need to actually worry about checking for a level 8 in the first route. Plus now we also have an option with the Flareon as well, but I think we end up going with the Feraligatr. I don't remember exactly where it goes, but I mean, obviously, again, if it's in here, unless I magically run into a banned Pokemon at some point, which I can't imagine, we have to make it to Brock. That's the only reason why we'd be seeing this, because it's definitely not the first. I can tell you that. There's our level 8 Feraligatr. You love to see it. Dive Ball for aesthetics. Now the real question is level 8 Feraligatr with Drizzle gonna be worth it? Like, if it's a special attacker and has at least one water move, we're set. And here we come to a honestly mostly decent Feraligatr. You would want to see the speed be up a little bit higher at level 8. 13's a little bit too low, but legit everything else is actually pretty darn good, right? Now it was what, high special attack, and yeah, the special attacks was already at like almost 40 right at this point, which is huge. Knockoff, not crazy. I don't remember Knockoff being as weak as it is here. Does it get a boost later on, or am I just thinking that Knockoff should be better, but it's just not? Because I feel like 20 is a bit low, right? I feel like 20 is a bit low for Knockoff. I don't think it's like any kind of crazy jump like Leech Life does, where it goes from like 20 to 80. Which actually, I think Leech Life used to be what, maybe 15? It just, another ad? Are you kidding me? The heck is, okay, well, no offense, Studio Matcha. I don't know if it's you or if it's YouTube, but I'm probably not going to use your stuff anymore, because this is way too many ads. This is a little nuts. Like, I appreciate the free content and everything, but god damn, I have never had this many ads doing any other live. Like, you go get your money. I can respect it. I mean, that's what I'm trying to build up to here, but damn. And in all honesty, it's probably YouTube, because YouTube's just absolutely ridiculous. All right, looks like we got about 3 minutes left, and we're about to the end of this. So either A, we're about to probably get one more decent run after this, or we're probably gonna be like a lot of like piled up, like, hey, we got legendaries that just didn't make it out of the lab. All right, so we're making it to the rival, which is great. But yeah, I will say it's kind of weird to think, because more often than not, I'm playing this game at least 400% speed, and then it's being compressed down to like double speed, like just the overall video. So we're technically looking at this being played at like anywhere from 800% speed to 1600, because there are times where I'll throw it up to 800, especially if I'm like looking for a Pokemon. In all honesty, I probably didn't. Oh wait, yeah, I probably did need to use that potion. Like it was probably pretty close. Like if I didn't use that potion, we probably would have been killed there between the transform and the fact that, you know, outrage is just like, you know what, smack yourself in the face, it's fine. All right, so now the real question is what takes us out when we make it to Brock? Because honestly, like outrage is pretty good. High jump kick is nice to kind of have in our back pocket if need be. Like that's me going for this, just the knockoff to try and like save ourselves a little bit of trouble, so that way we don't necessarily have to deal with the confusion. All right, so we make it to Brock. Magmar, nothing crazy. Right, you start off with Toxic, and that's pretty much just game over. If you don't immediately have like something to save yourself, you're screwed. This is me checking to see if I have anything. I don't. So I'm like, okay, let's try and deal with this. And then obviously Blissy's got just a crap ton of stats, so of course it's going to be stacked and it's going to be damn near impossible to kill. And yeah, not much you can do about that. It's so unfortunate, like getting poisoned. Status effects are 100% killers there, 110% killers. Also, attempt number 169. Let's go. Okay. I don't know why there was such a weird cut there. I don't know what I was thinking. This might have been at the point where I was going through, and for whatever reason I somehow skipped like several things ahead, and I just never, like, for whatever reason it just didn't give me what I needed, and I had to like really like zoom in on everything and like really line up where I needed to go. Okay, perfect. What a way to end. Zapdos losing to a Quagsire. But either way, if you made it this far in the video, honestly, like I say this at the end of every video, but on this one I truly, like, especially mean it. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I literally got up like 8 minutes in to take care of things and just to see if it makes a difference. I was like, I don't think it will, because most people don't normally watch this far in, but if you made it this far, oh my god, thank you so much. You are truly a real one, and I appreciate you. But we got one more of these at least loaded up. It'll be clearly attempts like what, 169 ish through 200. So let's wrap things up. Let's see how it works out. I did do a 350-ish attempts, if I remember correctly, in just regular Kaizo Ironmon, and I think we made it past Brock at least a handful of times, and we made it like decently far twice. Once was our very first time making it through, and we made it to Erica. Second time was we made it to the rock tunnel, dark cave. Going to Lavender Town. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. All I know is it's a bad place and you don't want to be there. But either way, before I get rambly, thank you again for your time. I truly do appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.